Welcome, everyone. As instructors and leaders in manufacturing, we've spent years mastering the Toyota production system and the principles of lean. We've taught our teams to see waste, to value flow, and to respect the person on the gemba. But today, the gemba, the actual place of work, is generating more data in a single shift than a 1990s factory produced in a year. Traditional lean tools like the fishbone diagram or the 5 why analysis are powerful, but they are limited by human observation. We can only see what our eyes perceive. Machine learning, ML, changes this. ML is not a replacement for lean. It is a force multiplier. It allows us to apply lean principles at a scale, speed, and precision that was previously impossible. Today, we are going to dive deep into 4 specific pillars of ML-driven waste elimination: defects, weighting, inventory, and motion. Let's start with the most visible waste. Defects. In a traditional Six Sigma environment, we rely on sampling. We might check 5 out of every 100 parts. If those 5 are good, we assume the batch is good. But statistical confidence is not absolute confidence. Computer vision, CV, changes the game. By using convolutional neural networks, CNNs, we can now perform 100% inspection at line speed. Imagine a line producing 1,000 units per hour. A human inspector will naturally suffer from fatigue, leading to inspector type 1 and type 2 errors. The AI, however, never blinks. But here is the lean part. The AI doesn't just reject the part. It feeds data back into the system. If the AI detects a 0.5 mm deviation in a solder joint, it can correlate that defect with the temperature of the oven or the vibration of the machine at that exact millisecond. This is automated root cause analysis. Instead of spending 3 days in a conference room doing a DMI project, the ML model identifies the X factor causing the Y defect in real time. When we talk about the waste of defects, we also talk about the hidden factory, the rework loops. By catching a defect at the very first station using CV, we prevent the processing of that defective part at stations 2, 3, and 4. This saves energy, labor, and material. We are moving from quality by inspection to quality by design through real-time feedback loops. Next, let's address the most frustrating waste: waiting. Specifically, unplanned downtime. We've all been there. A critical machine breaks at 2 a.m. on a Friday. The line stops. Operators sit idle. This is the ultimate waste of waiting. Traditional maintenance is either reactive, fix it when it breaks, or preventive, fix it every 6 months regardless of condition. Both are wasteful. Reactive maintenance causes chaos. Preventive maintenance often results in overprocessing, replacing a bearing that still has 40% of its life left. Machine learning uses regression models to calculate remaining useful life, RUL. By feeding the model data from vibration sensors, thermal sensors, and acoustic sensors, the ML algorithm learns the signature of a healthy machine versus a failing one. Think of this as the check phase of PDCA happening 1,000 times a second. When the model predicts a failure 48 hours in advance, we can schedule the repair during a natural changeover or at the end of a shift. We ensure the parts are already at the machine, and the technician is ready. This eliminates the waste of motion for the technician and the waste of waiting for the production team. In lean terms, we are achieving total productive maintenance, TPM 4.0. We are no longer slaves to the machine's failure. We are the masters of its uptime. Inventory is often called the root of all evil in lean because it hides problems. But why do we keep inventory? We keep it because of uncertainty. We don't know exactly what the customer will order tomorrow, so we keep a safety stock, just in case. Machine learning uses time series analysis and deep learning, like LSTMs, to look far beyond last year's sales data. The ML model looks at weather patterns, global shipping delays, social media trends, and even economic shifts. This allows us to refine our just-in-time JIT systems. Instead of a static min-max level, we have a dynamic buffer. The ML tells us, based on the upcoming Lunar New Year in Asia and current port congestion, you need to increase your buffer for Part A by 12%, but you can decrease Part B by 30%. This attacks the waste of inventory and the waste of overproduction. When your forecasting is accurate to within 2% or 3%, you don't need massive warehouses. You don't have capital tied up in work in process, WIP, that might become obsolete. Finally, let's look at the movement of people and materials, the wastes of motion and transportation. In a traditional warehouse or factory, we design layouts based on a snapshot of production. But production is dynamic. This is where reinforcement learning, RL, comes in. RL is the same technology used to teach AI to play chess or drive cars. In a factory, we can use RL to optimize the paths of automated guided vehicles. AGVs. Most AGVs follow a fixed magnetic tape or a preset path. If an obstacle appears, they stop and wait. More waste of waiting. An RL-based AGV learns to navigate the floor dynamically. It learns which paths are busiest at 10 a.m. and finds a shortcut through a different aisle. On the human side, we can use ML to analyze spaghetti diagrams. By using wearables or video tracking, ML can identify that an operator is walking 200 extra steps because a tool rack is poorly placed. The AI doesn't just show us the path. It simulates thousands of layout variations to find the one that minimizes travel distance. We are using compute power to solve the spaghetti problems that used to take weeks of manual observation. As instructors, our job is to teach our students that AI is a lean tool. It is a digital Kaizen. When we integrate machine learning into our lean journey, we aren't just making a smarter factory. We are making a more respectful factory. One where data serves people, and waste has nowhere to hide. Thank you for joining me. Now, let's go to the Gemba and see where the data takes us.